Hi guys! We're gonna be doing a little bit of drawing tonight. A little drawing. Wait, I'm gonna go get some water. Okay, I'm back and I have my water. Oh my goodness, I have to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work. But we have to slay. I have something to rant about tonight. Notification gang! Yo, what's up? Egway, what's up? I have had realizations today, and there's something that I wanted to bring up last night that I didn't because I was just so overwhelmed with emotions that I did not articulate what I really wanted to say. And I'm gonna wait for like a little bit to like talk about it because I need to lock in. I want to like ink this page. Or like this panel. This page is already done, but I wanted to redo it. I saw the IG story first and I was keeping my eye out for the notification. I needed that cozy drawing grooviness. I cannot speak right now in my life. Well, I'm glad that you can enjoy my artsy fartsy stream. So what I'm doing, because I don't have a scanner, I just take a picture on my iPhone and then I copy and paste it in here. This is what I did today. I actually inked this one really fast. I'm really proud of that. I'm going to close this out. And so this is the background. How big do I want it to be? I want it to be fairly big, so like, I think that's a good, yeah. And I did this, and that made it like super dark. So, I don't know why that happens. What's going on? Oh, it's because I like erased it too much. Tomorrow I have work at 1:30, but after this I might do a midnight Buc-ee's run. This will be my first time ever going into a Buc-ee's. I've never been into a Buc-ee's. Also, I noticed last night, or I noticed today that last night someone donated $480. So thank you Gretzky fan 85. You're the fucking for that. Baby's first big dono. Okay, is the stream okay? Are we good? Are we good, guys? Are things alright? I don't know what it is about my, I didn't know, Buc-ee's was open that late either. Yeah, it's 24 hours. Didn't know that. It chopped for just a second. Yeah, like, my, I don't know what it is about my room, but the Wi-Fi is a little bit spotty in here. And I notice it specifically gets really bad after it rains, or during the rain. So I was having like bad Wi-Fi issues on like Monday. There was like a thunderstorm. It was a nasty day. We didn't really go out. Every time I've been in Texas, I feel like I just always go to 7-Eleven. Is there not like a 7-Eleven where you're at? Is like 7-Eleven like more of like, is 7-Eleven more of like an East Coast thing? Because I do see 7-Elevens here, but I feel like it's very sparing. It's not like in the East Coast where you see like a 7-Eleven like here and there. Upper Midwest is ran by Quick Trip. Quick Trip supremacy! I love Quick Trip! I love Quick Trip so much. Okay, Quick Trip to me is like my mecca. It is literally my mecca. As a kid, because my mom's from the Midwest, and when we would visit Oklahoma, we would always go to Quick Trip and we would always get slushies. And like that's what I liked about gas stations, was like the aspect of getting a slushie. It is such a joyous experience. And if you're like a foreigner, like that's what you need to come to America to do. You need to go to the 7-Eleven, you need to go to Quick Trip, you need to get a nice slushie. It's the American way. I think we're close to 7-Eleven. Oh, wow, that's hella far. So like 7-Eleven is like a delicacy for you. I think it's so like I always find that fascinating, that things that like, you know, like to me, Wawa is like, oh my god, I love Wawa. Like I have a lot of like key memories from like going to Wawa when I would go to Philly and like visit the Newgrounds office. But and Wawa's just so good. Like the food at Wawa just hits so well. 7-Eleven food is like scary. I never want to like try any of like the pizza and stuff. I've had Quick Trip pizza. Quick Trip pizza is really good. It really is, but I prefer to have Quick Trip compared to 7-Eleven. Literally, Quick Trip food hits. Like 7-Eleven food looks like it's been sitting out for 3 weeks. It like doesn't look appetizing. Just looking at it gives me like food poisoning. I will say, Quick Trip in Japan seems really awesome. Not Quick Trip, 7-Eleven. That's embarrassing. I meant to say 7-Eleven in Japan. They don't have Quick Trip. They should. Japan should like get Quick Trips. I feel like they would love Quick Trip in Japan. Does anybody actually know like why 7-Eleven is so big in Japan. Like why is that? I remember I read the lore once, but I don't recall it immediately. Yeah, I think I've watched something about 7-Eleven in Japan, and I don't know, it's like escaping my mind right now. This is a Gur hat, by the way.
I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Osama is actually a Japanese company that... No freaking way! What? Really? This is mind-blowing for me. I can't believe that, of course, no wonder 7-Eleven Japan is so good. It's literally, they're like, they export that shit. That's crazy. Technically, there is a headquarters in Texas. Oh, okay. I've never had sheets before. I've not had sheets. Whenever I think of like Wawa and stuff, I also think of sheets. I don't know if sheets is the same thing as like a gas station. I don't know if it's a restaurant or a gas station, but I just know Culver's and Sheets was a topic, a restaurant topic that was brought up within my circle, and I'm very interested in trying Culver's and Sheets.
Hit pause on whatever you're listening to and hit play on your next adventure. Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Visit Best Western.
Culver's is fantastic, IMO. Is Culver's a restaurant? Yeah, it's fast food. You can get it to go, but I feel like they might have one of the nicest sit-down areas for fast food. I want to look it up. Culver's. Wait a minute. Oh, it does look... Oh, it's so fancy! Ooh. Yeah, this does look nice. Ooh, pretzel bun. Oh yeah, my friend was telling me about like the ice cream at Culver's. Nothing too fancy, but it's just well decorated and well maintained. Yeah, it looks really nice. It kind of looks like an Olive Garden. Okay, you know what I've been like wanting to have like so bad because I've never been there. I really want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, they have frozen custard, so it's really even better than regular ice cream. I feel like, that sounds so good. I've gone by the Cheesecake Factory a lot. I've never been there myself, I don't think. I hear that the Cheesecake Factory is kind of expensive. But there's something about like the cheesecake ambiance that's like, it's not like, it's very gaudy, and I kind of like that it's gaudy. Forget like the pen pressure sometimes. I do like cheesecake, so that means I really think I would have to enjoy it. I feel like the cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory wouldn't be that great though. Like, I don't know what it, like when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, that looks a little bit too rich. You know what I mean? I'm about to be flying out to Florida, so I'm ready to eat some stuff that I don't typically do. Ooh, what are you gonna eat down there? Like, what is the Floridian, I don't even know what Florida is really known for besides like seafood, but is there anything like specific that like, are you gonna like eat gator or something? I feel like alligator might taste good, to be honest. To be quite honest. Last time I had some really good seafood and also some really good Caribbean food. So those, I'm sure, but maybe I can look closer for weird stuff this time. There has to be like some sort of like food that a bunch of like influencer people like are always promoting in like Miami or whatever. I don't know where exactly you're going. Florida's pretty big. I was thinking today, like, I would hate to live in Florida. Like, I don't necessarily like enjoy going to Florida. Like, last time I visited, the first time I went, I didn't like it, and I think it's because I was like in Miami and I was like a kid, so it was like, it was kind of boring for me. But I did like the weather. I did like the way the weather felt. However, when I visited last time for my friend's wedding, I had a freaking blast. And the food was good too. So those improve, but maybe I can, okay, I already read that, oops. I feel like I'm a stealth Floridian. Wisconsin Hicks and Florida Mans have similarities, I think. I know that, people up there, the snowbirds, they love going to Florida. They love going down there. But I will see if I still feel that way on this visit because I haven't been there in a few years. How is the Midwestern hick? What are like the similarities to a Floridian hick? I just never thought of that like comparison, like. Having also been into Georgia and South Carolina as well, I just feel like Wisconsin country folk have a similar sort of demeanor and their own version of Southern hospitality. Yeah, I can see that. Midwestern folk really do have like a very specific type of like hospitality that's very like similar to the South. Louisiana is kind of its own though. I've only really been to the cities in LA, so I might be biased. I have never been to Louisiana, but I do find like the whole Cajun culture to be very fascinating. Like the fact that we just happen to have like a French part of the US that everybody forgets.
Sure, there's a tool for every job, but when it comes to PDFs
I hate advertisements. I hate ads.
PDF job. It's the all-in-one, get-it-done solution for editing your PDFs, sharing them, even getting them signed. Lots of jobs, one tool. Acrobat's got it.
This
Try
is
it.
painful. Time to invest some of the big donuts in premium. I don't want to pay for premium YouTube music. I don't want to. If I do, I have to give up Spotify. There's something about Spotify Premium. I just can't give it up. I can't get rid of it. Every time I get rid of Spotify Premium, I'm just like, I can't do this. Like, I need to be like able to skip a song. Does Adblocker work on YouTube Music or no? I would say Adblocker barely works for YouTube, period. There'll be times where, like, I go onto YouTube and I don't, like, it's fine, but, in general, it hasn't been working very well. Because, like, YouTube is cracking down on that. Which is lame. Okay, I had a realization. I need to talk about it now. Yeah, I guess I got free premium for a month when I got this account back, so I haven't even checked my ad blocker in the last month. I think I have one more week of free premium or so. Is it worth it? Is it really worth the, like, having to throw money? An extra subscription. I just don't like how, like, everything, not to be like, oh my god, this is like Black Mirror, but I kind of, like, just don't, I hate that, like, everything has its own little, like, service, and, like, I don't know, it's, like, really annoying to deal with. It's very dystopian. But anyway, I had a realization today because of what happened to the Wizard Liz, and it's that this has been a topic that's been discussed upon on TikTok for, like, I see on occasion, and it's this idea of limerence, you know, this idea of being so infatuated with somebody, that it becomes very debilitating, and I kind of was just like, yeah, whatever, like, who cares, because I'd be doing that, and I don't want to confront that, and then I realized, like, after the whole Wizard Liz thing, there's, like, something disgusting about, like, realizing, like, oh, like, this guy that she, decided, okay, like, I'm, like, she was single, and then this guy comes into her life, he does all these nice things, he shows up, he provides for her, writes a book about how much he loves her, only for her to find out that he made a Snapchat behind her back to, like, talk to somebody, and it made me realize that having a crush on a guy is cringe, because this is, like, not to be like, oh, not to be, like, blackpilling, but it's like, oh, this guy that I'm, like, fawning over probably watches corn and would probably, like, be very emotionally unavailable. Like, why would I like this guy? And it just hit me, it's like, having a crush is, like, so stupid, because it's like, you're just thinking about somebody that doesn't even like you back. and I hate being in that state of, like, liking somebody, but I think it also comes from the act of, like, being an autistic person that, like, is used to escaping into fantasy as a way to cope. Like, I feel like every time I think about, like, a guy, it's like, oh, I'm doing that because I don't want to do, like, something more important, like, working on my comic, or reading a book, or, like, you know, studying music, and it's, because that's, like, too hard, that, like, requires a lot of, like, energy, but thinking about a guy requires the same amount of energy, and you're also just wasting time. And I definitely feel that my GFs usually use me as free meals and a place to live before just jumping on the first guy they can after 2 or 3 months. That's why I don't plan to date anymore myself. Yeah, it's just like putting like so much thought into like an idea of somebody is like a mental illness. It actually is really a mental illness, and the reason why I don't want to call it limerence, because limerence almost like feels like it's just like, I don't think that's what it is from a woman's perspective. Like, it's not limerence. It's literally, we have been conditioned to believe that our value comes from like dating a guy and having a boyfriend, and this femcel, the feel and no BF, is like, oh, if I don't have a boyfriend, then I have failed my mission as a woman. And it's like, well, is it really worth it if you're like dating a guy who like is like talking to like who's like not disciplined and like wandering eye, and then you like put this whole like, you have this whole idea of him in your head, and it just like doesn't even exist, it's not even real. And it's like, damn bitch, you could have been like doing something more productive. So now I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna have crushes. I'm going to just let life just like, if it happens, it happens, and not like put so much like to not withdraw into fantasy too much, because it's just it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time and energy. That's my hot take on having crushes at the ripe age of 29. I bet he plays hockey. SMH, hey, what's up? Also, what I wanted to bring up last night about like the wizard Liz and her fiance, I guess, or her husband. Apparently he claimed that they weren't actually married, but whatever. I was like kind of like, this guy is like kind of like sus to me, because he is like I think he's like I know he's a YouTuber, but I think he dabbles in like I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, like software engineering or something like that. I think he did like some sort of like app thing, but he's definitely falls under the nerdy category. And she even said herself when he messaged her the first time, she thought he looked very nerdy. And I need women to stop idealizing nerdy guys, because here's the thing, women don't even like nerds. They like, what they actually are like talking about when they say that they like nerds, they are actually talking about wanting a sentient man. They want a man that has deep, passionate interests, not like a guy who just does like a thing. Like, she wants him to be, very, like, autistic in the way that he is passionate about, like, something that's, like, kind of insignificant. And that's, like, something that women are really in tune with. Like, women typically have hobbies that we invest in, and it's really hard, like, I obviously this is a generalization, but when it comes to normie guys, it's very hard to find a normie guy who's like, who actually has something going on in their minds and in like the things that they do. And the women have caught on and realized like, oh, these guys are kind of boring. They kind of just don't have anything going on. Like, you know, like, I wish I had a nerd. Nerds are into things. Nerds like things. But here's the problem with nerds is that a lot of their interests revolve around consuming. They like to consume. What does consuming lead to? It leads to being addicted. What does addiction lead to? If you are like, you know, like if you're consuming a lot of a substance, you know, you become addicted to it. And often these guys are addicted to corn, and they are very lustful, and they have wandering eyes. It doesn't matter like how good they look. It has nothing to do with appearance. It's like this mindset that they have, and they all remember like a period in their life where they were like undesirable. So like even if they like look smacks, getting with a baddie is so destructive for them because they will be like, oh, I'm the shit, I have power now, like I'm going to get more and more and more. Greatest example is Pro Jared. You know, he bagged the beautiful cosplay wife. What does he do? He cheats on his wife with Miss Holly Conrad. Like this is like a tale as old as time. And when I saw him, I was like, oh, I don't know about this Landon guy. Like he's kind of like giving like bad vibes, but like I wasn't trying to be judgmental. I was like, you know, don't judge a book by its cover, but like, what's the lesson here? To always judge a book by its cover, because he did exactly what these guys tend to do. They get a baddie and they cheat. And this is why I had to like, I'm anti-nerd from my own experience, like looking in the groups that I'm in and the guys that I know and the relationships I've had, and I can't do it anymore. I can't fucking do it anymore. I'm no more being Mrs. Nice Girl, because these guys are more concerned about consuming something than like being grown adult men. They want a mom. What they really want is they want mother. And women don't want to be mother. Women want to be taken care of. They feel comfortable when they're in a relationship where their man is leading them. And this is not like it's not a literate like talking point. This is just like, if you talk to any woman, she wants someone who is like makes things easier for her. I find it very relatable, except gender swapped. It's rough out here. It's rough out here for us like aristocratic neurodivergent individuals. But yeah, nothing is like more terrifying to me than like the idea of like dating a software engineer. Like that's like a nightmare. I dated a girl who was like a book talk. No, you did not date a book talk girl. No, you dated a female gooner. That's a goonette. That's what we call a goonette. And no, If I understand that term correctly, she would have me buy her big expensive books from Barnes & Noble every week to post pictures with them. Oh my god. I hate books. I hate book talk. I hate book talk. I would buy myself something to read at the same times, and then I would make time for us to read together, and she would actually get mad because she would get bored sitting and reading with me. What the fuck? That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Yeah, book talk girls don't actually like reading. They just want to read the smut parts of the book. To get a book talk girl to read a book, you have to just like tell her like, oh, there's like a really great smut scene in it, and then like completely just like omit like what it is. I won't say too much, but if she was goon brain, that would make a little sense perhaps. Oh my god. For those who are unaware, like, book talk is like, I feel like this really put book talk on the map for like degeneracy when that girl collabed with the Seattle Kraken, and they like, she would like talk about one of the players like a lot, and like it got so uncomfortable to the point where like the player's wife was like, this is making me really uncomfortable, like this needs to stop. And I don't understand who the PR person was for the Kraken, where they decided that was a great idea. And I think it's because like stuff like book talk is just like, it's just another packaged version of like niche internet culture where it's like, you like people like, it's like the equivalent of like One Direction fan fictions and like LiveJournal, Wattpad, Archive of Our Own, like adjacent individuals, but it's like, it's shifted to like a more normie audience who like, and it gets exposed like to just like regular people, and it's just like kind of, it's so jarring for me as just someone who grew up online to like see people like that and see this like mainstream like female gooning being kind of like normalized. My culture is not your costume. Like, I don't know.
COVID, shingles, pneumonia, and more vaccines. Wondering if
it's
Kroger accepts
people that participate in that space are just like,
easy to get vaccinated, so you can keep being an expert in what
I don't
you're
know.
passionate about. Kroger Health.
It's just
the
weird to
world of
me.
care is in store. Learn more at Kroger.com/vaccines. Services and availability vary by location. Age and other restrictions may apply.
I think like, I understand like the gripe of like, oh well, it's not like the like physical corn. I hate having to say that word. I hate having to like censor myself, but I don't think I can say the actual word on YouTube. I don't know if like they care anymore, but like I'm trying to like not get in trouble. But it's still like, they're like, I at a certain point, like, you need to like look at yourself and it's like, are you any better than them? Are you any better than these men who post about their anime waifus? No. You're literally them. appeals to a different set of sensibilities, yeah. I honestly wonder, like, who the hell is publishing these books? Like, every time I go into Barnes & Noble, there's a new, like, YA romance. And they're all, like, kind of the same. They all kind of feel the same. They all look the same. They all have, like, these, like, shitty clip art, like, illustrations. I just, like, who is publishing this? I need to know. I need to know so I can pitch my comic to them instead. I'm like low-key Machiavellian. I might shit on the book talk universe, but hey, whoever's publishing them, they could throw me a bone. I would be concerned to be an uninformed book shopper right now with the slop storm of AI art and writing. That's a thing. Yeah, like, that's a thing. Like, the whole, like, AI, like, writing, like, people writing books with just, like, AI is, like, crazy to me. All coming together. Speaking of AI, I asked it just now to summarize the stream in concept, and the title it made isn't too bad, to be honest. Leela livestream drawing fucking passion, funny romance comic about barista Tessa and hockey player Cole. Fans love the chaos and sparks as she sketches their rinkside flirt. Damn, this AI needs to learn some English, to be honest. Not to be like AI phobic, but I'm gonna be honest, I love talking to ChatGPT. Like, I unironically love to talk to it. I know everybody's just like, oh my god, people are using ChatGPT as therapists. It's so over. It's just like Black Mirror. No! And it's like, do you know how much therapy frickin' costs? And also the amount of like human error. Therapy only really works for like people that I think are like, when you're like actually mentally ill, like me, therapy is like, it almost feels like a liability, because like you're like talking to somebody who like doesn't really have your best interest, and I don't know, like I would do it, but I just can't afford it, and then just like I also just like, there's so much like, I have so much baggage from like childhood trauma of like going to the therapist and like almost getting taken away because of like some bullshit. So I don't like me and therapy have always been me and the industry of psychiatry have always been like, I just haven't, like, when it comes to like institutions of power, you know, it's no wonder why Foucault is, you know, very intriguing to me, considering I hate school, I hate psychiatry. Like, it's just like, of course, like Foucault speaks to me on a spiritual level. But I see no harm in, like, if you're like a very self-aware person and you really do understand like where you need to like work, smooth things out, ChatGPT is actually really great for that. Like, I like talked about it, about like my like trying to like identify like why I have certain like traumas like surrounding like being abandoned and like all these other like, you know, things that have shaped me, and it's like it like broke it down for me in a way where it's like, oh, okay, that like actually actually that makes a lot of sense. Like, oh, like maybe I do like overperform because I think that like is gonna compensate for something. And it's just like, wow, I didn't have to spend like hundreds of dollars for like some annoying therapist to tell me that, oh, maybe maybe you need to like, I don't know, like transition or something. Like, I'm glad I don't have to pay hundreds of dollars to be gaslit by like some woman who like probably doesn't even care about like my issues. I don't need therapy. I need, you know what I need? I need to go on a nice trip. I need to go to a nice trip and like just like have like to eat some really good food and maybe go to the spa. The therapist turns on a podcast mic and starts asking you to buy their course. Oh my god. I still can't believe that people still like use BetterHelp as like an ad thing, a source of ad revenue for their videos. Like, I don't know, every time I see a YouTuber using BetterHelp, I'm just like, eyebrow raise. why are we? I thought there was like this whole like crazy scandal with them. Like, I thought we weren't about that. I thought we weren't about BetterHelp. Guess not.
Round one. Fight!
How am I gonna fix this? I was outsourced for pennies then. Now it's probably unironically AI generated advice anyways. No, for real! For real. Okay, there was like, for like a month or so, I kept getting like this like AI ad video about like day trading, and it was like, this guy was like with his AI voice, I can help you day trade. Just buy my course. And it's like an obvious like AI video going like, and it was like so clearly fake, and it's like, who the hell is paying for this ad, and who would fall for this? But let's be real, like some like boomer is probably watching that and being like, oh my god, this guy can help me make money off of crypto. Dude, guys, do we remember Hawk Tuah? I was thinking about the Hawk Tuah girl the other day. I wonder what she's doing right now. Guys, is the Hawk Tuah girl a psyop? Last I heard, like 1 or 2 weeks ago, she tried to start her podcast again and everyone was sneezing. That's like really funny. The worst injustice of Hawk Tuah was the brother who got her famous didn't get her same level of fame. Hashtag racism. Do you guys think that this was like the Hawk Tuah was like a 4D chess psyop move to make people be very weary to invest in crypto? Was the whole point of Hawk Tuah was to make the Hawk Tuah coin to like try to like destroy the crypto meme coin market? Stay woke. I think the team who ran her scam coin already had done multiple scams already, so I don't know if they needed her, but it's really didn't know. Oh my god, she's so, that poor like ditzy bimbo. There is not much going on in that head of hers. I just buy gold coins and keep them in a compartment built into my bed frame. The banks and computers won't get me. So true. Wait, but what if, okay, I never thought about this when it came to like collecting like money, but it's like, oh, you need to put in a fireproof safe. And I never thought of that before. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, because like there could be a fire. And you could lose all your money that way. But they were fun to flex money spreads though. Oh my goodness. I remember like seeing commercials where you like, they're like, buy silver. You better buy silver. And you don't see that anymore. Okay. I'm done with this. Alright. Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. But thank y'all for coming. I might go to Buc-ee's right now, I don't know. But either way, it is late. I have work tomorrow. So, good night, and thank you